going, everyone? I guess we will try this again since it went okay the first time. So things that you may or may not want or need for later on. You could have a block or a block substitute like a book or a firm pillow, or you could either have that or like a blanket or something like that. But again, these are just options and they won't be necessary, so don't worry if you don't have them. Alright, so we will start on our backs today. So go ahead and make your way down gently and carefully. Your feet or your knees can be bent up so they point the ceiling. Your feet can be out wide and allow the knees to knock together. Or you could extend the legs long, whatever's comfortable for you right now. Just take a few really deep breaths in through the nose, fill the belly, fill the lungs, and exhale out the mouth. 2 more like that. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Notice if you felt a shift with those 3 breaths. Feel your body sinking into the mat and take a scan of where your body is connected with the earth and allow those places to sink a little extra heavy. If you feel particularly distracted today, or there's a lot of mind clutter, just tune into your breath, feeling the rise and fall of your belly and your chest on the inhales and exhales. We'll be here for just about another minute or so, and if you'd like to add some tactile connection to the breath, you can place your right hand on your belly and your left hand over your heart, and then feel the belly rise into your right hand as you inhale, and then carry the breath to your left hand in the chest, and then exhale, let it go from the left hand in the chest, and then the right hand in the belly. This just allows you to feel the wave and ripple of the breath moving through you. If you like to work with intention, you can go ahead and place one in your mind now. It could be something you're grateful for, something you'd like to work on, maybe something you'd like to let go of, or someone you'd like to send a little extra love to today. We'll start out the practice today with a little core strengthening. So you can go ahead and remove the arms and have them down by your sides. Interlace your fingers behind your head and create a little basket for your head. Great. And then you can keep your feet planted, or you could bend the knees up so that your feet are flexed toward the front of your mat, so there's a 90 degree angle in your legs. Great. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, feel the core and the belly button draw in toward your spine. Notice all of the engagement. Make sure as you're breathing that there's complete connection between your low back and the mat. And if there isn't, you can just tap the feet down for now. Take another full round of breath. This time as you inhale, wrap the elbows around your ears to prepare. And as you exhale, lift up off of the entire shoulder girdle. So both shoulder blades are lifting. Your head and neck stay relaxed. Maybe send a little weight from the head into the hands. Just take a full round of breath here. 1, inhale. And exhale. 1 more inhale. And as you exhale, lower down. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, wrap the elbows to prepare. Exhale, lift up off of both shoulder blades. Take a full round of breath. Keep drawing the low belly button in. Well, I guess you only have one. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhale, wrap the elbows. Exhale, belly button draws in and lift up off of the shoulder girdle. Full round of breath in and out. One more in, maybe lift a little higher and then lower all the way down. You can touch the feet down, windshield wiper the knees side to side. You could even stretch the arms long overhead behind you to relieve the abdominal muscles. And then come back to center so your knees are pointing up. Your hands interlace underneath the skull. And then bring your feet up off of the mat if you don't have them already. And then we'll incorporate a little side work. So inhale, wrap the elbows. Exhale, lift up off of both shoulder blades. Take an inhale at center. And exhale, rotate just a couple inches to the right. Keep the left hip tacking down. Inhale. Exhale, come back to center. And this time on your inhale, lower down. We'll stay with the right side. Inhale, wrap the elbows. Exhale, lift up off of the shoulder blades, belly button to spine. Inhale at center. Exhale to the right, just a couple inches. This time as you inhale, open the right elbow like a gate toward the floor. Exhale, close it in, lift a little higher. And come back to center, and then slowly lower down. One more time to the right. Inhale, wrap the elbows. Exhale, lift up off of the shoulder blades. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. This time extend the left arm outside of the right leg and pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand comes behind the head. Come back to center and then slowly lower down. You can bring the feet to the mat, windshield wiper side to side. Just giving the other side a fair chance. Great, and then come back to center, and we just have one more side. So bring the feet up off of the mat, interlace the fingers. Inhale, wrap the elbows to prepare. Exhale, lift up off of the shoulder blades. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate just a couple inches to the left. Inhale here. Exhale to center, and then slowly lower down. Trust me, I don't really want to do this either. Inhale, wrap the elbows. Exhale, lift up off of the shoulder blades. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate to the left. Inhale, open that left elbow. Exhale, close it, lift a little higher. Come back through center and slowly lower down. One more thing. Inhale, wrap the elbows. Exhale, lift up off of the shoulder blades. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Extend the right arm outside the left leg and pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand comes behind the head. Come back to center. And then just flop down. Oh man. Whew. Extend the toes long. Point them. Extend the hands overhead. Reach through the entire length of your body. Just giving yourself a little stretch. Good, and then draw your knees in towards your chest. Rock side to side, massaging the sacrum. That felt difficult. Oh man. Alright, and then start to roll up and down the length of the spine. Maybe gathering enough momentum to roll over your knee tops, plant the hands, and find a tabletop position. So feel your shoulders stacking directly over your wrists and your hips directly over your knees. Feel the crown of the head reaching forward, lengthening through the spine, and low belly still draws in, slight engagement there so we're not sagging and sinking. Good, and then press the floor away just to keep energy through the shoulders. And we'll take a few rounds of cow and cat. If you like to tuck your toes under, you can do that. As you inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, lift the heart. And exhale, untuck the toes, rounding through the upper spine. Crown of the head relaxes down. Inhale, low belly down, lift the heart. Exhale, round it in. Just take a few more rounds like that, following your own breath. Matching the movement to the breath. And then come back to neutral once you've done a few rounds. And feel evenly weighted through both hands, feel evenly weighted in both knees. Notice the stability here. And then from this position, feel super solid and go ahead and lift the right leg up and out to the side, sort of like a fire hydrant. And then as you exhale, tap the knee down and back behind the left knee. Good. Inhale up and out to the fire hydrant. And exhale down and back for a little curtsy. And just do that 2 more times following your breath. Just working the outer hip and stretching it. Good, and then come back to neutral. Hands and knees are all planted. And we'll just take the other side. So inhale, lift the left knee up and out to the side, just swiveling at the hip. And exhale, tap the left knee down and back behind the right. Inhale, up and out. Keep rooting through both hands. Exhale, tap it down and back. So just 2 more, following your breath, just warming up here. And then come back to center. Take 1 more round of cow and cat. Come back to tabletop neutral spine. Tuck the toes, hover an inch. Take an inhale and exhale. Low belly draws in. 1 more inhale. Good. And then send the hips up and back behind you, finding downward facing dog. Just take a few moments here, warming up. You can walk your dog, bending one knee, then the other, releasing one heel closer to the ground at a time. Really press the floor away with the hands to lengthen through the spine. And no worries about how straight or bent your legs are. Just make sure your spine is nice and happy and straight. Relax the head and the neck. Shake yes and no. Take 1 more breath in. As you exhale, draw the low belly in and just tiptoe your way to the top of the mat. Keeping about inner hips width apart between the feet once you get there. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine, and then exhale, fold over the legs. Feel free to bend the knees quite deeply if you would prefer. Just make sure that you're hanging freely. You can shake the head yes and no. Once again, if you'd like to take ragdoll arms, opposite elbows hook into, that's not true, opposite thumbs hook into opposite elbows. Picture framing your head. You can inhale from heels to hips for nice strong stability. And then exhale from hips to the crown of the head, releasing a little deeper. Scanning for any areas of tension as you go. Good. Release the hands down to the mat. And then on an inhale, slowly roll your way up to stand, stacking one vertebrae on top of the other. And make sure the head and neck come up very last. Once you get there, roll the shoulders up, down, and back, palms face forward. Just allow the eyes to close for a moment. Feel into your firm foundation of mountain pose. Feel the feet connecting with the earth. Feel super strong in all parts of your legs, the inner and outer thighs, zipping up through center and midline. Feel the shoulders. And just feel the crown of the head reaching tall. And if your feet are still inner hips width apart, you can heel toe them back a little closer together so that the toes touch. There's a little space between the heels. And on an inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead, connecting at the palms. Gaze shifts up as well. Exhale, low belly in, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, plant the hands down, step the right foot all the way back, and then step the left foot back. Send the hips high for downward facing dog. Take a full round of breath here. Inhale, roll yourself forward to plank, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, tap the knees down, bend at the elbows, lower halfway. Inhale, hold. And exhale, release all the way to the mat. Untuck the toes. Inhale, peel your chin and chest up off of the mat. Shoulder blades draw together and down. Good. Exhale, peel yourself back down. Inhale, press the floor away. Stay on the knees, tabletop, and then tuck the toes. Make your way to downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, lift the right leg high for three-legged dog. And then exhale, bring that foot all the way forward between the hands. Drop the left knee down, untuck the toes, and inhale, rise, finding Anjaneyasana. Exhale, settle into the hips. Inhale, lengthen through the fingertips. Exhale, cactus through the elbows, drawing the shoulder blades together, just a little baby back bend. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, take an upright twist. Left arm reaches forward, right arm reaches back. Inhale, unwind, lift high once again. Exhale, hands come down to frame out the foot. Tuck the left toes, and then step your way forward, but cross the left foot behind the right foot. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold over your crossed legs. Take a full round of breath here, in and out. As you inhale, plant the fingertips, extend the left foot back, supported warrior 3. As you exhale, left foot down, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, spread the arms wide, connect the palms. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, low belly in, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot way back. And then the right foot back, hips go high, downward facing dog. Take one round of breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, come forward to plank, shoulders over wrists. You can take the modified version, or if you'd like to level up, you know what to do. So as you exhale, drop the knees or not and lower halfway. Inhale, hold. Exhale, release all the way to the belly. Untuck the toes. Inhale, peel the chin and chest up. Exhale, peel back down. Inhale to tabletop, press the floor away. And then tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift the left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the foot all the way forward between the hands. Drop the right knee down, untuck the toes. Inhale, rise, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, settle into the hips. Inhale, reach through the fingertips, lengthen the spine. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach high, extend. Exhale, upright twist, right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, hands come down, frame out the foot. Tuck the right toes under and step the right foot forward, but behind the left foot. So you're crossing at the ankles. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Take a full round of breath here. In and out. Plant the fingertips as you inhale. Lengthen the spine. Extend the right foot. Supported warrior 3. And then exhale, right foot down, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Reverse the swan dive. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll do that one more time on both sides. So inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step the right foot way back. And then the left foot back, hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, hold. Exhale, release all the way down. Inhale, peel the chin and chest up. Exhale, peel back down. Inhale, press the floor away and find downward facing dog. So I'm giving the breath cues for the modified version. You can obviously mix and match any part of the vinyasa as long as it feels good for you. Or if you like to move a little bit quicker, feel free to do that, and then just meet us in downward facing dog whenever we get there. It doesn't matter to me. All right. On your next inhale, lift the right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forward between the hands. Drop the left knee down, untuck the toes. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, settle in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to cactus, baby back bend. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, upright twist to the right. Inhale, unwind, reach high. Exhale, hands come down, tuck the toes, step forward, cross at the ankles. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Full round of breath in and out. Plant the fingertips, reach the left leg back as you inhale, supported warrior 3. Exhale, left foot down, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, spread the arms high. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back, and then the right foot back, hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, peel your chin and chest up off of the mat, baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, peel back down. Inhale, press the floor away. And exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, reach the left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forward between the hands. Drop the right knee down, untuck the toes. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, settle in. Inhale to reach high. Exhale, cactus the elbows. Inhale, reach again. Exhale, right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, hands down, tuck the right toes, step the foot forward behind the left foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it forward. Full round of breath in and out. Plant the fingertips, reach the right leg back, supported warrior 3. Exhale, right foot down, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, spread the arms wide. Exhale, hands to heart center. Allow the eyes to close again. Notice if you feel any sensations in your body and just gather information. Maybe you feel your heart beating against your thumb and your sternum. Maybe you feel a little more length in the spine. Maybe you don't. That's okay. All right, so we'll start our first sequence. So go ahead and bring the toes to touch, heels slightly parted. And if you know this doesn't work for you, then you know, and then don't do it. But anyways, so go ahead, bend the knees, drop the hips, lift the arms, chair pose, Utkatasana. Keep drawing the low belly in. Draw the shoulders down, pinkies roll toward each other. Good, keep engagement in the inner thighs. And even if this feels challenging, scan the body with your breath to see if you can feel for anything that feels good or like a place of ease. Like, oh, my hands feel great. Focus on that. Do whatever it takes. One more big breath in. Exhale, spill forward, straighten through the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank, and your choice, you can flow through the vinyasa that we have been doing. You can skip it all together. You can level up or down. No worries, just take a few breaths. However you want to get to downward facing dog. And once you get there, take a big round of breath. Good, on your next inhale, lift the right leg high for three-legged dog. Exhale, step the foot all the way forward between the hands. Spin the left heel down about 45-degree angle, and inhale, rise to find warrior 1. If you feel like your hips are struggling to square toward the front of the mat, feel free to heel toe the right foot out a little bit wider to give yourself some space. And if this doesn't feel good or if it feels pinchy at all, feel free to just spin onto the left toes. That's okay for high lunge. Different, but still beneficial. Great. And just settle in. From here, we're going to add some eagle arms. So bring the left arm under, right arm over. If you've never done this, I'll spin to face you. Great. And then see if you can connect the palms. If not, just press the backs of the arms together. And if that's not working, just press the forearms together in front of you. Great. So left arm on top. Great. Take a breath in, lengthen through the spine, maybe a little baby back bend. And then as you exhale, take humble warrior with eagle arms. So elbows come to the inside of that right leg. Keep the hips dropping low. And on an inhale, rise back up. Keep bending through the front knee. Exhale, humble warrior. One more time through. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale to rise. This time, everyone spin onto the toes of the left foot, so we're in high lunge with eagle arms. As you inhale, feel nice and prepared and tall, draw the belly in. As you exhale, shift the weight forward into the right knee, so you can glide and guide the left knee in toward your chest. Good. Inhale, step it back, high lunge with eagle arms. Exhale, shift the weight forward, gather the left knee in. Inhale, step it back. Exhale, guide forward and left knee in. Great. Inhale to step it back. Unwind the arms, reach high. Exhale out to warrior two. Inhale, take a peaceful warrior just to find length and space. And on a long exhale, windmill the hands down to frame out the right foot. Step back to plank and lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend. And then exhale, make your way to downward facing dog. Take a few rounds of breath here, maybe 3. So if you feel like you could use a child's pose, feel free to take it. And obviously that is yours anytime you would like. I don't have to tell you to get there. On your next inhale, reach the left leg high for three-legged dog. Exhale, step the foot forward between the hands. Spin the right heel down at a 45-degree angle. And inhale, rise, finding your warrior one on this side. Know that it probably won't or may not look like the other side did, and that's okay. So just make any adjustments that you need to, either heel toeing the left foot out a little bit wider, maybe shortening the stance. Keep connected with your core center. Relax the shoulders down. Good, and from here we'll add the eagle arms. So left arm comes on, that's not true. Right arm under, left arm over. Connect at the palms. Lift the elbows up to about shoulder height and the hands come away from the face. Inhale to reach high, a little baby back bend here. Exhale, humble warrior with eagle arms. Inhale to rise. Try to keep the legs the same. And exhale, lower down, humble warrior. Inhale to rise. Exhale, humble. Inhale, rise. And then spin onto the right toes. So now we're in high lunge with eagle arms. Take a breath in to prepare. As you exhale, shift the weight into the left foot. And then gather the right knee in. Inhale, step it back, high lunge. Exhale, shift the weight forward, right knee to about hip height. Inhale, back, high lunge. Exhale, gather the knee. This time as you inhale, step it back, release the arms. Exhale, spin the right heel down, open to warrior two. Inhale, flip the left palm, tip it up and back, peaceful warrior. Exhale, windmill the hands down to frame out the foot. Step back to plank and lower down. Inhale to find your back bend. And exhale to downward facing dog. Take a few rounds of breath. One more inhale. Exhale. As you empty the breath, step, walk, or float your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Bend the knees, drop the hips, lift the arms, chair pose. And exhale, straighten the legs, hands come to heart center. Take 3 rounds of cleansing breath. Inhale, fill the belly, fill the lungs. Exhale, sigh it out the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. One more in. And one more out. Good. Toes come to touch, heels slightly parted. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the arms. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Take a few rounds of breath. Just make any adjustments you might need. So remember to draw the belly button in toward your spine. And reach through the fingertips, but draw the shoulders down so they're not coming up by your ears. See if as you exhale you can sink the hips lower, and see if on the inhales you can reach the arms a little higher. It's like a tug of war in every direction. It's not easy. Take a big breath in to reach just a little higher. Exhale, spill it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or walk or float your way back and lower through chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog or baby cobra. And exhale, make your way to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the foot forward between the hands. And we've been here before, so spin the left heel down and inhale, rise, finding warrior one. Good, settle in as you inhale. As you exhale, sorry, whatever, you get it. Good, so then we'll add the eagle arm. So left arm under, right arm over, connect the palms, elbows up to shoulder height. Inhale to fill up, maybe a little baby back bend, and then exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, peel up. Exhale, humble warrior. Try to keep the legs the same. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale to rise. Spin onto the left toes. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, shift the weight forward. And just as before, gather the left knee in. Inhale to reach the toes back. Land in high lunge. Exhale, shift the weight forward. Gather the left knee. Inhale back. Exhale, move forward. This time, hold here. And if you have eagle, you can cross at the thighs or the whatever. Cross your left leg over your right leg. I am not mirroring you, by the way. Your toes can touch down on the mat. If you have the double wrap, go ahead and take that. And then just settle in. Again, find some ease. Feel the nice stretch behind your shoulder blades. Focus your gaze. One more breath. The next time you exhale, start to pitch your weight forward so that your torso comes more to parallel. And then as you do that, send the left leg back behind you. At this point, your left leg should be parallel with the mat, and also you can start to reach your hands down to the mat. That must feel nice. If you like blocks here, feel free to use them. If you don't have them, that is totally fine. So keep pressing through the left lifted leg, toes point down, flexing through. Keep the belly drawing in. Keep pressing the floor weight extra hard with that right leg. So you're working the outer hip and not sinking in. Good. Keep planting through the left fingertips or the left palm, and then start to reach the right arm out to the side. So we're going to take a little revolved half moon. So if you feel like you are balanced and you have some space in the torso, start to lift the right hand a little higher. Keep pressing through the left foot. Good. One more breath in. As you exhale, bring the hands down. Bring the left foot down. Stay as you are with the hands, and then just go ahead, lift the right leg high. Take a breath in, so you're lengthening through the spine, and then exhale, forward fold over that left leg. So now we're in standing split. Keep working that right hip by lifting the
the right leg. Can you tell I'm oxygen deprived? Sorry if none of this makes sense. Good, one more breath in here. Exhale, release the foot down. Halfway lift to lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse the swan dive. Sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step the left foot way back. Spin the left heel down. And inhale, rise. Finding warrior two on this side. Settle in as you exhale. One more breath in. Just using a different part of our legs can sometimes feel really good. Good. On your next inhale, straighten through the right leg, and then reach for the front of the mat, setting up for triangle here. So eventually release the right hand down, left arm reaches high. Feel the hips reaching toward the back of your mat. Feel the left arm reaching for the ceiling. Feel the crown of the head reaching away from your tailbone. Stay light in the right hand if you can. Keep rooting through that right big toe, giving yourself a little micro bend in the right leg. Inhale. Exhale, release the gaze to the right big toe. Inhale to rise back up. And on a long, slow exhale, windmill your hands down to frame out the right foot. Step back to plank, lower down your way. Take your vinyasa, finding the chaturanga, up dog, down dog, or the baby cobra version. We'll all meet up in downward facing dog whenever you're ready. Notice how this down dog feels compared to when we did it for the first time. Maybe it feels more like a resting pose. Maybe it feels more spacious and easy. On your next inhale, go ahead and lift the left leg high for three-legged dog. Exhale, step the foot forward between the hands. Spin the right heel down. On an inhale, rise to warrior one. And settle in with the exhale. Inhale. Exhale, take eagle arms, right arm wraps under, left arm over. Connect the palms, lift the elbows. Take an inhale to lift the heart. Exhale, bow forward, finding humble warrior. Inhale, keeping the legs as they are. Reach high, baby back bend. Exhale, spill forward. One more time, all the way through that. Inhale, and exhale, down. This time as you rise, spin onto the right toes. Inhale to prepare. And exhale, shift the weight forward. Gather the right knee in. Inhale, step it back, high lunge. Exhale, send the weight to the left foot. Gather the right knee in. Inhale, send it back. Land gently. Exhale, gather it in and hold. From here, cross the right leg over the left leg. Keep the low belly drawing in. Keep the shoulders or the elbows reaching higher to shoulder height. And find your version of eagle. The toes can be touching down or not. Steady your gaze. Find something that feels good in your body. For me, that is not my shoulders. They are burning. Reconnect with breath. Good, take an inhale. As you exhale, pitch your weight forward so your torso comes more to parallel. And as you do that, send the right leg back. So we're looking a little like Warrior 3 with eagle arms just for a moment. And then you can unwind the arms, reach down to the floor or to blocks. Keep kicking through the right lifted leg, toes point down. Hips are square, crown of the head reaches forward. Low belly in. And from here we'll start to move into our revolved half moon. So lift the left arm up and out to the side, and then start to twist and rotate through the upper spine, keeping the hips as they are. Keep pressing a little extra with the left foot, giving yourself a little lift in the hip. Like your hip's not moving, but you're not sinking into that. Okay, I should just stop talking. Great. One more breath in. As you exhale, left arm down, right foot down, and just switch the leg. So lift the left leg up behind you, and then fold over the right leg, standing split. No worries about how high that left lifted leg is. Just focus on the nice forward fold. Crown of the head relaxes down. Inhale and exhale. Release the left foot down. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, root to rise. Spread the arms wide. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot way back. Spin the right heel down, and then inhale to rise, Warrior 2. Exhale, settle in the hips, and take a full round of breath here. Inhale, flip the left palm up, tip it up and back. That's not what we did. Straighten through the left leg, find triangle. Exhale, reach for the front of the mat. Release the left arm down, right arm high, triangle. Take a few breaths here. Make all the adjustments. Notice if it feels different than the other side. Inhale. As you exhale, shift the gaze to the left foot, and then peel yourself up to stand as you inhale. Take a long exhale to window the hands down to frame out the left foot. Step back to plank. Take your vinyasa, or skip it, of course. And this time we'll meet in child's pose, actually. And take as long as you'd like to get there. Once you have arrived in child's pose, maybe try to keep it active still. So keep reaching through the fingertips. Maybe walk them toward the front of your mat just a little bit. But keep drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe press into the floor with the palms of your hands. Feel the tops of your feet rooting into the mat as well. And spread the breath throughout your body. Alright, when you are ready, come through all fours and just have a seat for a second on your heels. And we'll be on the mat, on the floor for the rest of the practice. But I just wanted to demonstrate something, I think. So the next thing we're gonna do is like a camel series type thing. So anyway, from where you are, you can go ahead and stand on your knees, if that makes sense. So just come onto your knees so your knees, hips, and your shoulders are in line. Great, so there should be like hips width apart, that makes sense. Then interlace the hands behind the head again, just like kind of the beginning of class. Take a breath in, draw the low belly in, feel all the length in your spine as you do that. And as you exhale, widen the elbows just a little bit as you allow the weight of your head to go into your hands. So allow the heaviness of your head to initiate the back bend, all the while keeping a little engagement in the low belly so that we don't just find the bend from the lumbar spine. We want to initiate from the thoracic spine. So once you get to a place that you can sustain comfortably, well, relatively comfortably, just breathe into it. Good, just take one more breath. And then as you feel ready, give your core a little bit more engagement as you come upright. Release the arms down, shake them out if you need. And while you're doing this, just keep in mind, I don't like camel. So, just trying to help. Anyways, if you have a block and camel's not your thing, have it handy. You can place it inside your right ankle. Okay, so now we're gonna move into half camel. So have your hands on your hips to prepare, draw the low belly in so that the tailbone is more in line with the rest of the spine. Good, and then reach back for the block or your ankle or heel. You can have your toes tucked or not. And then plant the hand on something. You can rest it gently and then reach the left arm up toward the ceiling. You can adjust the height of the block as you breathe through the posture. Make sure you have no pinching whatsoever. If you have really bad or any sort of low back pain and you know you shouldn't be doing this, please don't. You could do something else instead. My brain's not working, so I'm not going to suggest something. Just take a few more breaths. Good, and when you're ready, slowly come out of it. So you can use the support of your hand, gently walk it up, either the back of your leg or to a higher position of the block. Good, just notice the effects that you feel. Shift the block to the other foot if you have it. Breathe length into the spine. And then exhale, slowly tip it back, walking the fingers down onto something solid or part of your body. What am I saying? Great, reach for the ceiling and then melt back just a little bit more each breath. I didn't mention it on the other side, but do with your neck and your gaze what feels good. If it feels like too much pressure on the neck, you can always come out of the pose, you can shift the gaze. Just don't release the neck all the way. There should be a little engagement. And as you feel ready and even from the other side, slowly come out of it. And you can either stay as you are and take full camel, reaching back for both heels or 2 blocks or whatever, or the same block. If you know that feels good for you, if you know that doesn't work for you, you can also take some of these things that I like to do. So you can take you can take any version of hero's pose, but I really like sitting on a block this way, and then setting up a block, oh gosh, I can't even remember, like this. So it's a little higher, but it should fall between your shoulder blades, like there-ish. So we're gonna aim for that. Sometimes it takes a little adjusting, and then you just slowly ease yourself down. That's nice. Yeah, so then you can relax the neck without feeling like your head's gonna fall off. And yeah, you get another stretch, little back bend. That's the whole point, just a little back bend. If you're like, wow, that's a great idea, but my legs hate me right now, just scoot your hips off to the side and then turn this into supported fish pose. You can keep the block the same or down a level. You can also keep it the same and add something for your head so that the angle's a little bit less, and then just allow the shoulder blades to drape over the block on either side. And I haven't forgotten everyone. Sorry if you're bored, but if you're like, wow, Kendall, that sounds great, but I don't have blocks, you forgot about me. Do you have a blanket? Probably, or a towel. Just take it and roll it up. So it's like, I don't need to compare it, it's a roll. Great. So just roll it like that. And then the base of your shoulder blades should line up pretty well with that. And then release down. And then if that's, you could just shimmy around until it feels good. Legs can be long or not. I think that's a fair amount of options. So let's just go for it. Find something that feels good for you, and also feel free to challenge yourself as well. So yeah, find your thing and take a few breaths, and then we'll get out of it together. Breathe into the back of the heart space, making lots of room there. Take one more full, complete round of breath. As you exhale, draw the low belly in, tuck the chin to the chest first, and then slowly come out of whatever back bend you are taking in whatever way feels best. Great. From here you can go ahead and we're gonna take a version of pigeon. So if you know that you like pigeon on your back, proceed to your back and take that figure 4 version. If you love normal pigeon, awesome. Not that the other one wasn't awesome. And yeah, you can come from tabletop or downward facing dog, and then bring the right knee to the right wrist, and then swivel the right foot out toward the left wrist, any amount. So the foot can be closer in toward your groin for a little less outer hip work. And then if that doesn't feel like enough, just adjust it to be more parallel, the shin to be more parallel with the front of your mat. Great. And from wherever you are, just take breath by breath to ease deeper into into the pose. Breathe into the outer hip. And with every exhale, see if you can release some place of tension. It might not be in the hip, it could be in the face and the arms, somewhere where you're still holding. And just to be clear, if you have any pinching sensation in your knee, that is not good. So just come out of it and either find a different version or something else that stretches your outer hip without bothering your knee. Just another moment or so. As you feel ready, slowly press yourself up. If you're in the pigeon version where your face is down, that's not how you would say that. Anyway, press yourself up and then come back to a neutral position, either tabletop or downward facing dog. Move around in any way that feels good, maybe making hip circles. If you're on your back, you can just hug your knees in, roll side to side. You can still make hip circles there too, whatever feels good. And then we'll just move into the other side. So left knee to left wrist, and then the left foot swivels out any amount. When the shin is closer to parallel with the front of the mat, that is more stretch for the outer hip. Doesn't make it better or worse, just giving you some range guidelines. And before you sink all the way in, go breath by breath, breathing in, lengthen space into the spine, and then sinking a little deeper with every exhale. Take another round of breath or so. And then carefully come out of the pose, pressing yourself up or slowly releasing the figure 4 position. And take whatever neutral, shaking out pose you took before. Tabletop, down dog, whatever you'd like. Just make sure you feel even compared to the other side. And then from wherever you are, make your way onto your back. The best turning point of all yoga classes. So if you have a block, have it handy. If you don't, find that blanket, towel, etc., or pillow. Just like a normal pillow or a firm pillow,
preferably, or a couch cushion. What we're going to be moving into, I don't even know what it's called anymore. Just slide the object underneath your hips. Supported bridge, that's what it's called. Wow. Rest your hips heavy onto the prop of choice. And you can adjust the height too. If you like a little higher supported bridge, I'm sure you could figure it out. Like higher height of block. I didn't mean to sound rude. Great. Just having your hips higher than your heart will slow everything down. It's a very restorative pose. But of course, this is your practice, so any inversion that you'd like to take at this time, you are more than welcome to take. You can just simply extend the legs straight so that your feet are pointing up toward the ceiling for a little stronger inversion. If you like shoulder stand or wheel, you can do that as well. I just really like supported bridge, so that's what I'm doing. Alright, press a little bit into the soles of the feet, just enough so you can lift the block, blanket, or cushion of choice out from under you, and then slowly roll the spine down onto the mat until you touch down, nice and heavy. Extend the left leg long, draw the right knee in towards your chest, maybe circle it out one way, and then the other. And then as you feel ready, draw the knee across the body over to the left side. Extend the right arm out like a T, or you can cactus it as well. Feel free to throw a prop underneath the right knee to support it if you have one handy and want one. You can also play with the gaze. It can be upright, or if the neck feels okay, you can extend the gaze over the right hand, completing the twist in the spine. Breathing into the twist, notice where the breath can flow and where it's a little tighter, and just notice. And slowly coming back towards center, unwinding very carefully. Extend the right leg long onto the mat, left knee comes in toward the chest. Draw it closer with both hands and give that knee a circle one way, then the other. And then moving into the twist on this side, draw the knee across the body onto the floor or a prop on the opposite side. Left arm reaches out can play with the gaze, extend it over the left hand, or keep it upright, or anywhere in between. Just a few more breaths to scan the body. And as you feel ready, slowly unwind, coming back towards center. Hug both knees in toward your chest and decide if there's any final closing postures you would like to take to make your practice feel more complete for you. Feel free to do that, or if you are ready to just extend long onto the mat for final Shavasana, feel free to do that. And again, any version, you can have something under your knees. You can just have your knees pointing up if that feels good for your low back. Wherever you decide to be, sink a little extra heavy into the earth. And just like we did in the beginning, notice all points of contact between you and the mat. And with every exhale, maybe extend the breath a little longer to really sink the energy down. Maybe bringing the intention that you set in the beginning or not into your mind, or maybe just something you're grateful for now at the end. Maybe you're grateful this is over. Just place it in your heart and let it go. I will keep track of the time, so no worries. You won't be left stranded on your mat for an afternoon nap. Just allow yourself to fully relax and let go of worries or details or anything.
slowly start to deepen your breath and feel the rise and fall of your belly. Feel the mat underneath you. Feel the temperature of the room. Invite some gentle movement into the fingers and to the toes. Maybe carrying the movement into the wrists and ankles as you give them a circle, maybe one way and then the other. If it calls to you, feel free to give yourself a big stretch, reaching the arms overhead behind you and point the toes toward the front of your mat. And then carefully, one at a time, draw the knees in toward your chest and carefully roll to the right hand side, resting in fetal position just for a moment. Using your arms to help you, press yourself to a comfortable seat facing the front of your mat. Place your hands together at the center of your heart space, your spiritual home, and acknowledge all the time and effort that you took for yourself today. And feel really grateful for that. Then bring your thumbs to the center of your forehead, your third eye, and bow forward to seal in your practice. The light in me sees and acknowledges the light in all of you. Namaste. Thank you again.